The main advantage of this course is that it is really very flexible. So the course is a mix of both technical and the business side. The main purpose of the course is to bridge the gap between business sides and the technical side. So you get a balance of both. So the main reason why I chose this was because I already had a technical experience in IT, and I did my PGDM as well. So this course was perfect for me because I had knowledge from both the ends. Besides, this course actually helps you with the analytics part as well. So the main concentration of the course is on analytics right now. This course actually helps you understand right from the start, from the understanding the data from extraction phase to information gathering. And also for me personally, I had a keen interest in data science. And if you also have a keen interest in data science, then this is one of the best options you have because of the hot location it is in. New York is hardly 20-30 minutes away. And one very important thing is that we get to work on real data. And I'll give you a live example of this. One of my professors, he gave us a real data set. The data set had information on all the contributors of Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, like how much each person donated, how much money did the person donate, and we had to use that data to predict something else. So that was a very good project that we had. And in previous semester, we had one project wherein we had DNA samples of a baby, and we had to predict whether a given baby will have Parkinson's disease in the future or not. It was really very interesting. I have 4 classes in a week, and each class is 3 hours. So right now in this semester, in my second semester, I have lectures only on Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on Thursdays, I have 2 lectures, and Monday and Tuesday, 1 each. The remaining of the week, I'm free. So you get a lot of time to study, and also if you have an on-campus job, you get a lot of time to work as well. So we have some courses which are at a PhD level, and if you take those courses, then you will be getting assignments, and you have to do your own research paper as well. So that takes up a lot of time. If you ask about me, I spend around 3 to 4 hours every day on studying and 3 hours of lecture, and remaining of the time for the extracurricular activities. Like I have an on-campus job, so I go there, I go to the gym, I do other stuff as well. During the night time, we have time, so we cook food as well. So we have time for everything. So one thing that I would like to add is, like, if you take 4 subjects in a semester, in Rutgers you are allowed to take a minimum 4 subjects, then things for you would be a bit smoother as in you'll get a lot of time for yourself. And if you take 5, then it will be little hectic, but if you think you can manage it, then you can definitely take 5 as well. So the program is 30 credits, that's 10 subjects, and out of the 10 subjects, 3 subjects are mandatory and the remaining 7 are electives. You can choose subjects from any department. So the main criteria for getting the MITI degree is that you need to do the 3 foundation courses. Remaining 7, you can do absolutely anything you want. Well, that doesn't happen actually, because if you see for computer science, Rutgers computer science is really very reputed, and the level of assignments they have is something which we from MIT's point of view, we just cannot match them. The CS program, the cutoff for them is 322 or 325, and these people are really have an amazing profile. So even if you want to take subjects from CS program, you can take them, but you cannot switch the course.